Have y'all heard today in 1787 our founding fathers signed the Constitution without a single committee meeting? Coming at you. Well, butter my biscuit, today is Constitution Day. On September 17th, 1787, 39 fellers signed the U.S. Constitution in Philadelphia, wrapping up a whole summer of secret meetings. That's what I call getting things done without debating, yeah. Here's what cracks me up. 3 delegates refused to sign because they wanted more individual rights protection. Turns out they were right. That's why we got the Bill of Rights later. Thank you, fellers. Sometimes the folks causing trouble are actually the smart ones. And get this, one delegate was so sick with a headache, he had his buddy sign for him. Can you imagine? Hey, Bob, I got a migraine. Can you just go ahead and sign this document that'll govern 300 million people someday? Woo-hoo! It's International Country Music Day. Time to kick up your heels and sing along to the sounds of the heartland. Catchy lyrics and twangy guitars await. Here's something that'll tickle you. Country music started when folks took Irish fiddle tunes, African banjo rhythms, and good old American heartbreak and stirred it all together with like Sunday gravy. Leave it to Americans to take the world's music and make it about pickup trucks. Best part about country music, it tells stories regular folks understand. You don't need a PhD to figure out my dog left me, my truck broke down, and my mama's disappointed. That's just Tuesday for most of us. From Hank Williams to Dolly Parton to modern stars, country music keeps reminding us that life's messy, love's complicated, and sometimes you just need a good song about it. Y'all, this Southern goodness is brought to you by Texas Pete. Let's talk about Texas Pete hot sauce, y'all. Here's a fun fact that'll surprise you. You ready? Texas Pete ain't from Texas at all. Blaspheme, no. It's created in 1929 in Winston-Salem, North Carolina by the Garner family. They named it Texas Pete because they thought Texas sounded hotter and more exciting than North Carolina Pete. Well, it does. Smart marketing. Nothing says spicy like the Lone Star State, though. Honestly, North Carolina folks know plenty about heat and flavor. Texas Pete's got that perfect balance. Hot enough to wake up your taste buds, but not so hot you can't taste your mama's cooking underneath. It's been livening up Southern tables for nearly 100 years, from scrambled eggs to barbecue to whatever needs a little kick. Whether it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, in between snacks, meal, whatever, Texas Pete proves that sometimes the best things come from unexpected places. Y'all hear some good book wisdom. Jesus loved telling parables. Those are little stories with big meanings. My favorite one, the mustard seed parable. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is like a mustard seed, that tiniest seed that grows into the biggest tree. Now picture Jesus explaining this to a bunch of fishermen and farmers. Y'all, you see this itty-bitty seed, smaller than a freckle? Yep. Well, you plant it right, and birds will be building condominiums in its branches. Those country boys probably thought, this teacher sure has an imagination. But here's the beautiful truth, y'all. The biggest changes often start with the smallest steps. One vote, one kind word, one person deciding to do what's right. That tiny Constitution signed today is only 4 pages long. That changed the world. God doesn't need big to do big things. Sometimes he just needs willing hearts and mustard seed faith. Y'all, today's National Apple Dumpling Day. Now, if you've never had a proper apple dumpling, honey, you missing out on one of life's great pleasures. It's like apple pie's cozy cousin that got wrapped up in a warm biscuit blanket. Yep. The secret to a great apple dumpling, what is it? I'm going to tell you. You got to start with a tart apple, add some cinnamon, butter, and sugar, and then wrap it in pastry dough like you're tucking it into bed. Night, sweetie. Bake it until golden, and then serve it with vanilla ice cream or fresh cream. My grandmama used to say, an apple dumpling a day keeps everybody happy. She might not have been a doctor, but she sure knew how to cure a bad mood. Nothing says home like the smell of apples and cinnamon, baking in an oven. Y'all, let's talk about country music. In September 1986, Hank Williams Jr., Bocephus, was tearing up the charts with Mind Your Own Business. Now, Hank Jr. was trying to step out of his daddy's shadow, and boy, did he pick an interesting way to do it. The song basically tells everybody to stay out of his business while he proceeds to tell us all about his business. It's like saying, don't look at me, while standing on stage with a spotlight. Keep your nose out of mine, I'll keep my nose out of yours. But then he spends 3 minutes explaining exactly what his business is. It's like putting up a private property sign and then giving guided tours. But you know what? It worked. Hank Jr. proved that he wasn't just Hank Sr.'s boy, he was his own kind of country rebel. Sometimes the best way to get people to mind their own business is to make your business so entertaining they can't look away. That's all for today's Have Y'all Heard, because now y'all have. Go and leave a comment if you're smart or smiling or hungry. Until next time, later, taters.